So, and was a long-awaited meeting between the Russian and the American presidents. What is your take on it?
It was a very strange meeting. It was strange for a number of reasons. One, because normally at such a meeting you would have lots of aides and advisors and people taking notes. This was just Putin and just Trump and the two foreign secretaries and translators. Therefore, of course, we have to rely on what Lavrov and Tillerson say about the meeting, which we have no backup. We have no other record of what actually happened. And so that already makes it a strange encounter. The even stranger thing about it was that it became pretty clear as the meeting went on, and in the context of went on afterwards, what happened is that what was really important for both of the leaders were their own interests. Neither one of them was really there representing Russia or America. They were both, Putin was representing himself. What he was really interested in and what was important for him for this meeting was the photograph of Trump holding out his hand to him. The fact that the meeting was very long and therefore proving that he was important. And you could actually see this importance, this sort of Putin showing himself on the world stage, surrounded by other important leaders, being treated so importantly as such an important person by the US president. You could already see it reflected in Russian media, even as the meeting was still happening. I turned on Первый Канал just to watch it, and you see already people saying it was such a long meeting, this means our president is very important, and so on. So the point of the meeting for Putin wasn't the results. The point was that he needed to show himself as a great figure. But actually for Trump, there's a similar issue. Trump needed to do two things. One, he wanted to show that he'd brought up this issue of US election meddling, and then somehow put it to rest. And it looks like he did that. He apparently said something, or according to Tillerson, he did. And according to Lavrov, he accepted Putin's explanation that they didn't do it, and they moved on. And so as far as Trump is concerned, that story is now over, at least in the international arena. I mean, there's, of course, an ongoing investigation. But he pushed that issue to the side. Secondly, it seems like he needed some kind of approval or acceptance or friendship with Putin. And why he needs that, I really don't know. But he's been saying it for a long time. He's been talking a lot for many years about how he wants to be Putin to be his friend. He said that in a tweet once. He wants some kind of relationship. And so now he's got that. So from his point of view, the meeting was a great success. Whether it was good for the United States or good for Europe or Ukraine, that's a completely different question.
But from that, what Secretary Tillerson and even Lavrov said, they were discussing Ukraine, Syria, cyber attacks. It was written that they have a different stance on the climate accord. So if you speak about Athens, what could it be?
Well, these were pretty small achievements. So on Ukraine, I should say that many Europeans were afraid that Trump would immediately make some big concession on Ukraine, but fortunately he didn't. But essentially nothing was done. Some kind of new channel of communication was set up. That's all that was said. On Syria, they talked about a ceasefire. That's very nice, but ceasefires have been tried before in Syria, and they haven't come to anything, so we would have to wait and see whether that matters. On cybersecurity, there was a very peculiar set of comments about working together. I mean, as far as we know, Russia is a really malign actor inside the United States and inside other countries, not only seeking to steal political material, but also to positioning itself possibly to conduct cyber attacks on power plants and other kinds of sort of economic and security facilities. So I'm not sure what we're agreeing about. I mean, the main thing we need to do is persuade Russia to stop, but none of that was said. So these were very, very broadly sketched out noises. They weren't really, there was no concrete achievement that you can point to.